Well, the looping device doesn't play in time. I mean, it doesn't. This is a fake version of the 16-second digital delay that I so adore, that Bill Frisell hit me to back when I was playing in a band that he was the other guitarist in, called Julius Arthur Hemphill and the Jaw Band in 1985. We were touring Europe. He hasn't used these forever because he's broke, and my 6 are all broken, except one. And so this is a Uruguay company that's trying to do it. It doesn't quite work, but it's okay. But it doesn't loop in time, so I can't do the chord progression from Impossible Journey in time. I'll try to get close. But did you want me to tell the Impossible Journey saga? Or?
Please,
Okay.
it's a great story.
Okay. First, let's see if I can get this going. Oh God, what did I do? I got too excited with the Jimi Hendrix thing. Let me just tune it up here. There it is. I thought it was faster before. Oh shoot. This thing is so annoying. Well, I'm looking at a click light that is provided that's not on the original, thinking it would work. I'm sorry. I'll try to tell the story while I do this. I'll be like a raconteur. You ever see, I love the guitarist Leo Kottke. I mean, he's like one of the most genius guitarists ever, but literally like a half-hour music, an hour of stories. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you a story about Impossible Journey. See if I get this to loop. And it won't be in time, it'll be close. Okay, so it comes around, this is the big moment, how it goes. That's another bar 6, like earlier. Anyway, so when I joined Wilco, and Patrick Sansone and I joined Wilco in 2004, so we're the newbies, we're now in the band 18 years. Jeff always has a lot of songs. At that time, he had songs that he hadn't done anything with, and he was, this is kind of funny, I'll turn it down. He was, I mean, it's well publicized. He went into rehab right around the time I joined, Pat and I joined. And when he came out, and we were ready to record this record, Sky Blue Sky, the first studio record with the lineup that has been now 18 years of the same 6 dudes. He wasn't super prolific like he is now, where he writes like 50 songs a week. No, he literally, before we did this latest record, Cruel Country, and during the pandemic, he decided at one point he was going to send us a song a day off his phone. And he wrote, I could be wrong, but I think he wrote 51 songs in 52 days. And they were really good songs. And as opposed to earlier recording sort of projects with Jeff, they had almost completely finished lyrics and choruses, and strong choruses. You know, songs like Please Be Wrong, it sounds like a classic country song that could have been done, you know, by Ernest Tubb or somebody, just like amazing. So, one of the songs he had prior to this lineup was the song Impossible Journey. And it was something we demoed, and that's what we were doing then. At that point, we were so fancy, everything was on tape too. And then we would make it a CDR, remember those? And take them home and listen to them. He said, if anyone has any ideas about what to do with this song, let me know, because I've never known what to do with this song. So I got an idea listening to it in my car, and when I was still living in Los Angeles, my hometown, to have a long instrumental coda at the end of the song that was going to be completely worked out, orchestrated guitars with me and Jeff. Because when I joined the band, it was Ghost is Born was the new record that was about to come out, but Leroy Bach had left the band, and Jeff's doing all this great radical guitar on that record, and I said, Jeff, man, you know, he asked me to join the band, and Pat was joining. I said, what do you want me to do? You know, you're doing all this great guitar. He says, we'll figure it out. And so I got this idea for this instrumental coda that I was inspired to. What inspired me was the song by Television on their second album, Adventure, called The Dream's Dream. It's the last track on the record. It has a tiny bit of a kind of a silly song, and Tom Verlaine sounds like he's like 10 years old. His voice is weirdly high on this, and then they do this beautiful worked out guitar thing. There's no solo. It's just planned out guitar between Tom Verlaine and Richard Lloyd, and I just love it. I still love it. And so I said, so Jeff, I have these melodic guitar ideas, and here's one of them. And it was like, and here's another one. And then and then he said, how many of these do you have? Because he's learning them, you know, he's like learning these riffs. And I said, well, you know, a couple more. Well, then he drifted over to Pat's station in the loft. We were recording just in a circle, like no separation at all, and little tiny amps. And Pat hadn't played guitar much, if at all, at that point in the band. And so pretty soon Pat's got his telly out, and then they spent 2 hours dissecting the 2 melodies I just played for you. And then by dissecting, I mean taking pieces of them, which you now know it's like, you know, so they'd spent 2 hours at harmonies and all this kind of stuff. And then after 2+ hours, they looked at me and they're like, what do you think? And I said, well, that's great, what do I do? And then Jeff said, oh, you just solo, which was the exact opposite of my concept. Well, what happened was we demoed the song and I played a solo. And then we went to record. It was an improvised solo, of course. And then we went to record the record, so I played a completely different solo. And then Jeff said, I hate to ask this, but I just love what you did on the demo. Can you replay that? I was like, the whole solo? Because, well, you know, like parts of it, you know, like the beginning of the solo and the end, or, you know, I was like, oh man, okay, I'll try. And that's what you hear me play every night we play the song, which is almost every night we play. And so it's like, which were all improvised lines. It was too loud. Take one more. Try to get this happening. It's not going to be in 4/4. You've all heard it a million times, right? All this was on the demo. I actually wrote it out so I could try to learn this part. Which Jeff and I put together. Here comes the extra bar. Okay, and then I make stuff up after that. And there's all, I get to play whatever I want. But my point about this is that, number one, obviously, the whole point was to not have a guitar solo. The other point is that Jeff just has this ability to well, whatever, I guess whatever spoke to him about that demo guitar solo, obviously, because I talked to 3 people tonight that love Possible Germany, or maybe 4 people, and I would have never played anything the same as that demo. I would have been, by the time we got to the recording session, you know, and here comes my new solo, I would have been like, okay, what am I going to do this time, you know? Like Nels, I don't know. I don't like the demo version. It's just that he understands his audience. He understands how he feels about something. And I'm not kidding. I think the success of it is, sure, I played those notes on the demo, and people like it. They seem to love it quite often, but I had no idea that it meant anything, but he did. And so sometimes I guess the point that Leo's trying to get out of me is to say that you just don't know where music is going to lead you. You don't know what people are going to react to. And in my case, I don't even know, you know? But let's make that chord progression go away. It's only 3 chords, beautiful chords. And I can't think of a single song in the lexicon of contemporary rock and roll that is a guitar solo song like that has a long guitar solo that anyone even listens to. In metal, guitar solos are very important, but they're very brief.